Hey guys, how's it going? Carl, Nerd and Jocks Clothing. And big things are happening around here in Nerd HQ. Starting to make some improvements and turning it into a full-fledged office/studio. Got some artwork on the wall. Got my wife's cross-stitched Banksy over there. My autographed picture of Matt Smith, aka the 11th Doctor, aka the Doctor. And yeah, I'm here to talk to you about resolutions, specifically the resolution to get healthy and fit. That's pretty much the biggest resolution that people tend to make this time of year, is I'm going to get in shape. Well, I'm here to help you maintain that resolution. And one thing a lot of people don't think about when they finally make that plunge and go to a gym is gym etiquette. So I wanted to quickly touch on 10 things that I wrote down, the 10 things that popped out to me when I thought about gym etiquette. And they are not in any particular order, so I'm just going to address them slowly but surely. Number one. Okay? Ask questions. If you're at a gym where there is a staff or there's, a trainer and there's a particular piece of equipment that you're not familiar with, or if you don't know where something is, just ask. That right there will save you half the trouble of being intimidated by the gym. Everybody was new at some point. I was new. I didn't become the gym nerd that I am overnight. It took, I started in June of 2008, so, I had to work my way up. But point being, don't be afraid to ask, and even if there's no staff around, just look around and find somebody who looks like they know what they're doing and ask them questions. Easy peasy. The water fountain. It is so awesome to stay hydrated. It's important that you stay hydrated, but if you're carrying around something like this, or bigger, or even smaller, and you take it over to the water fountain to fill up, and you start to notice there's a line behind you, get out of the way. Just let somebody, unless they're all carrying those bottles too, then they can wait. But if there's just somebody who wants to, catch a sip and wet their whistle, skedaddle. Cell phones. Cell phones are enmeshed in our society these days. There's nothing you can do about it. But be cool about it. Don't stand there and text away in a high traffic area. Get out of the way. And don't sit on a piece of equipment and text when somebody else could be working through. Which leads me to my next point. Don't steal equipment / be willing to work with others. Sometimes some of the bigger gyms, they get busy. And there might be a line for a piece of equipment. Be willing to be flexible. If it's just a bench and you're just using dumbbells to do some presses or something, and you're using one particular set and another person's using another set, get your set done, get out of the way, and let them lay down and do it. Sometimes it's going to have to happen. And don't steal equipment. That's another big thing. If you see somebody using a piece of equipment, ask first. Don't just jump in there. It's very, 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 very rude. But don't ask them while they're working out. And that's the next tip. Don't interrupt people in the middle of their sets. It's extremely rude. You wouldn't interrupt people in any other setting or format like that. So especially if somebody's hoisting weights, wait till they're done, okay? This is for all my theater friends. Look, you guys are awesome. I love you. I really do. And you're probably the only person in the entire gym listening to the last 5 years soundtrack at full volume in your ears. But that doesn't mean that you have to blare Shiksa at the top of your lungs. Singing in the gym is extremely distracting, extremely rude for other people. So keep that to minimum. Save it for the shower. Let's see here. This one's for the gentlemen, and also, I guess, for the ladies. But mostly for the gentlemen, because that's where the problem really is. And that's, guys, leave the ladies alone, okay? The gym is an intimidating place for a lot of people, and unfortunately, it's even more intimidating for women these days. So, just, look, it's a great place to meet people. You like fitness, I like fitness. Hey, we should go out sometime. But, when somebody's just sweating like a pig on a treadmill, just maybe wait till they're not sweating like some random barnyard animal. And lastly, and this is my biggest pet peeve, as you probably know if you've paid attention to the last couple videos, and that is, don't curl in the squat rack. It is a giant piece of equipment meant to be used with giant weights for safety. Okay? You can curl anywhere. Good thing to remember, if you can't just pick up the weight and curl it, it's probably too much weight. So there you go. Those are just some handy tips for you to take with you as you venture into the gym for the first time, maybe ever, maybe in a couple of years, maybe a decade or more. Like, subscribe, like the page, like the video here, like the page on Facebook, find me on Tumblr, and like we always say in my hometown, don't curl in the squat rack. See you soon.